everybody. Jesse and Micheline. Welcome to Friday Sadhana practice. So before I begin, try to find a quiet space to practice. You can sit on the floor, you can be on a chair, you could be on your bed. Get comfy. Just don't lay down yet. We'll have time at the end to rest. I recommend grabbing a bolster or a pillow to sit on, something that will lift your hips up if you're sitting on the floor. For those who are new to meditation, I don't believe any of you guys are beginners, but we'll give the speech. For those who are new to meditation, I recommend being close to a wall or in a chair for back support. It really does help when you're sitting down for extended periods of time. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jonathan. I recently completed the yoga teacher training at Revolution Yoga, and I would highly recommend it to anyone who is looking to reconnect with the inner self. Revolution Yoga is kind enough to provide this beautiful, safe space of Zoom for us to practice in. So shout out to them. Anyone who has questions, I'm more than happy to stay after class and chat if you'd like. So to begin, let us first. Okay, we'll do it afterwards then.
No, I just
let us
see
first
this
begin
girl
by
there
changing the
with
vibration
standing
of
on her
ourselves
head.
in the room. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Or do you not hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. We'll get her in. Let us first begin by changing the vibrations of ourselves in the room by chanting the sound of Om. So if you can come to any seated position of your choice, bringing the hands to center above the heart. You inhale through the nose. And on the exhale, chant. Thank you all for joining me today. We're going to be first discussing some yoga philosophy. And the book that I teach out of is the Yoga Sutras of Pantanjali. And the commentary of the sutras comes from Sri Swami Satchidananda. And we have these commentaries to assist us in the Yoga Sutras. Oftentimes, the Yoga Sutras are threads. It's these words that are mashed together. And a couple of words can mean, paragraphs. They can mean so many things. So it's necessary for us to have this commentary in order for us to understand the sutras. So within the sutra book, there are 4 chapters or padas. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, chapter 1, the portion on contemplation, expresses the goal. It goes in and out with the wind, right? So
yeah,
the portion on contemplation expresses the goal of concentration. You can hear me? Okay. Expresses the goal of concentration as a means of achieving detachment through practice. The dissolving of the self is described as the key. The audio is bad. Okay. We're just going to keep it going. The dissolving of the self is described as the key to ending mental pain and suffering. Our commentary is provided by Satchidananda. So on Wednesday, we discussed the 5 vrittis or modifications of the mind. Those being right knowledge, misconception, verbal delusion, sleep, and memory. We discussed how the right knowledge can help to rid the mind of thought, not all at once, but little by little, tricking the mind into clearing the mental wardrobe. Tonight's class will be discussing the concepts of misconception and verbal delusion in Yoga Sutras 1.8 and 1.9. So we'll begin. I'm going to try my best with the Sanskrit. Viprayo mitya yanam atradrupa brastriham.
Very
In
nice.
English,
Very nice.
misconception occurs. Thank you. Misconception occurs when knowledge of something is not based upon its true form. In the commentary provided, it reads, "In the twilight, you see a coiled rope no snake there in reality. There is a false understanding, but still, it created a terror in your mind. It is not only valid knowledge that creates thought waves, but erroneous impressions also. Sutra 1.9. Sabhanjana upati vatsu sunyo vikalpa. An image that arises on hearing mere words without any reality as the basis is verbal delusion. In misconception, there was a visual of the rope to be mistaken for a snake. But in vikalpa, verbal delusion, there is nothing there, only words. Yet you still create opinion about it. So, for example, if the president got on the TV and told everyone coronavirus is gone today, a lot of people would believe him without stopping to think twice about it. Gone how? Gone up? Gone down? Gone fishing? You see, false understanding is a two-part process: negation and projection. In the example of the snake and rope, we negated the rope and projected it to be a snake. The mind creates false understanding by muddying it with confusion. When correct knowledge is no longer in view, the mind superimposes that which is totally opposite of understanding. So as stores begin to open up, we negate the fact that we're still in a pandemic and a virus is killing hundreds of thousands, not in Germany, not in Taiwan, right here in our backyard. Another thing with the Black Lives Matter protesters, we are constantly fed lies that all protesters are bad and anyone speaking out should be locked up for good. We are constantly fed lies, not only by the media, but by our own minds. Leading thought to misconceptions and verbal delusion, as you can see, leads to false understandings. The same thing with imagination. Our imagination is not based in reality. It is purely a projection of the mind. And what is our mind? A product of our environment. Now, I'm not saying not to have an imagination. Don't, think for yourself. But oftentimes, we waste precious mental energy imagining and creating false ideas. And we believe them. It's our own mind. We associate with these thoughts. We think we're the thought. But we are not the mind or the body. If you sit back and observe, you can begin to see thoughts arise. Not just one thought, but one after another after another. The mind doesn't shut up. You ever hear the expression, loose lips sink ships? The goal of yoga is learning to preserve this mental energy and using it for discovering the inner dimensions of life. But in order to do this, we need to learn to make the mind one-pointed and vigilant. That is why overcoming the disturbances or modifications of the mind is the first step. When you no longer become distorted by your own mind, we can channel our inner resources to set foot on the path to enlightenment.
It's true. A lot of times people do that. They do feel that they just invent stuff in their head. It's true. And it really is never there. A lot of things they invent is never there. Are you frozen? Oh, right?
No.
Oh, you just stopped talking. I'm
I was
like,
listening. No, I was listening.
Like, wait a second, is he frozen? I saw
Yeah,
that.
we come up with these things in our heads,
Yeah.
and we associate so dearly with them, but you know, the mind is going to say whatever the heck it wants, whenever it wants. It doesn't matter if it's 3 in the morning or 6:45 on a Friday. It's crazy.
It's true, but
Actually sit back and start observing, you analyzing these thoughts, you realize you aren't your thoughts. The things that pop up in your head.
Yep. But now you're going to teach us the breathing to stop the mind from thinking everything, right?
Yeah. I think now more than ever, we need the sutras. At first, you know, talking about the sutras was not my favorite part. My favorite part was meditation. My favorite part was pranayama, breath work, something that I can do. But the more that I start to learn about the sutras, the more that I find myself practicing yoga all day long. Yoga isn't a physical practice. Yoga isn't, you know, solely meditation. There's so many parts to yoga, and yoga is not once a day, not once a month. It's a lifelong process.
Yep.
And I open the floor to anybody that wants to chime in, jump in, stop me, interrupt me.
No, we don't want to interrupt you. You want to listen because you read the book today. It sounds like you read a page in that book today.
This is a discussion between everyone, you know.
Yeah,
I'd love to hear everybody's opinion on this.
What do you think, Kim?
It's crazy that this is the message that comes up because my boyfriend and I he was supposed to join me, but he's napping right here. My boyfriend and I were
Time to wake up. Time to wake up. He's
on,
doing
John.
a special meditation. Think about it that way,
He's
right,
listening.
Jonathan?
He's listening.
He's ahead of the practice. He's ahead of the practice.
He's in Shavasana.
Yes. So we were talking this week about just how you put up these mental roadblocks that didn't even exist, and we were making plans like just sort of based on roadblocks, like, or on things we hadn't even tried before, and just like, well, what if it doesn't work out? And like then you start relying on that plan B so heavily that it just sounds good. And so, you know, like we had to like really had that conversation this week, and it was like really nice because like, you know, it was like a little awakening. So
okay. It's true about the coronavirus thing. Like a lot of us really we're trapped in the homes even. You know, we are trapping ourselves in a sense, you know, because some of us that if I had a car, I would probably be all the way to Niagara Falls already. But, you know, I've trapped myself in a sense too. And the situation is that when I really listen to the people that are living really out into the countrysides, you don't really hear that they really have all of this kind of stuff. But anyway, for illusions,
we create,
yeah,
you know, our own environment. Whatever is going on the inside, we perceive on the outside.
Yep.
So
yeah, it does happen that way.
We imprison the world, and that affects not only us, but everything that we come in, everything. So if you start to think of things as in terms of energy, everything has energy. Even the inanimate objects, the rocks on the floor, have the same energy as the wall that was built with the rocks. And once you start to see that we're all this just energy, everything starts to click. Everything starts to make sense. You start having appreciation for the smallest walks of life. And
well,
you know,
okay, go ahead. Now I was gonna say that I've noticed that the people that are controlling, very controlling, they want you to do things their way, are the people that will have like a lot of conflicts. And the people who will accept you, it doesn't matter what you do and how you do it, because they understand that every person has a different personality and different ways of doing stuff. That kind of person will just listen, and they will help you along the way, or, you know, things would be better. The energy when you even approach them, it will feel so beautiful, you know. But the person that wants to control you, Because that's why a lot of relationships even have difficulty, because one wants to control the other. But if they're actually doing stuff together, this is what we're going to do. What do you think? Is it going to work? You know, this is my feeling. I want to do this. What do you think? Do you want to do it with me? Because when you join in a relationship, it's supposed to be two people coming together in a nice, like subtle environment, like a nice energy together. And then if you have one controlling the other, then the balance is so difficult. You know, it's even in the job, you know, even like, you know, if that's happening, then, you know, and fear, oh my God, that thing just takes over. And a lot of people don't know how to control it. And that's why some people say, just breathe. And they'll, you know, bring themselves down.
Where does it begin?
Yeah.
Where does everything begin? It begins inside first.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You know, I always say that you can't give to somebody if your cup isn't full.
Mm-hmm.
If your cup isn't full, you have nothing to give.
Yep.
And you start by, you fill your own cup first. It might sound selfish, but it helps so much. And the thing that you were saying about, you know, the vibrations of people, even with the Swamis, like, I see them even on YouTube, and I'm like, oh my, like, I feel in awe. I feel the vibration through a telephone.
Mm.
You know? There's certain people like that you sit with them, and all of a sudden everything is changed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for the better or worse.
Mm-hmm.
For the better.
Mm-hmm. Most of the time it's control, fear, those things. The energy level is so, it's so, like, I don't want to say the word terrible, but it just interferes with every other part, because fear would cause a person to cry or be angry or, you know, just explode on someone that didn't even do anything wrong. That's what fear does, you know? So, yep. So now we're going to go on with that breathing. And I'm just going to keep stepping out, in and out, because they injected me with some stuffs, and it just makes me vomit a little.
Say no more. We can talk more.
If I disappear, I didn't leave you. It's just I have to go right away. Okay? So let's go ahead.
Yeah. For, you know, leading me into my next segment, which is stretching. Does anybody have any injuries? You know, we're not going to do anything heavy. This is, you know, like, I call it chair yoga. Does anybody have anything that I should know of? Jesse, I know.
It's okay.
I already know
Don't worry
everything.
about me.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to do what this girl did down here in this photo. She's standing on her head. Look.
Michelle is a great teacher. She teaches at Revolution Yoga. She teaches Revolution Flow, which is Vinyasa Flow, and she teaches
do
Yoga
that too?
Nidra.
Do you know how to do that too?
So, well, as good as Micheline has been doing this. Micheline has this down.
That girl.
You know how you're gonna do it right now?
That girl fell and slammed down many times before I got up there.
Really? How long did it take you?
Yep.
How long did it take you to get to that position?
I think after really trying to get into supported headstand, it was like a good year that I could hold. And I used to have my legs dangling like this.
Wow.
And then eventually they went up like that. But
nice.
Yeah, I used to be
that's
like that.
a really nice photo. Wow. I hope one day I can do that too.
That's not the important part of yoga though.
Yeah.
Sitting quietly.
Isn't it about controlling the breathing in a certain way to just help to get the body to that position though?
Well, yeah, it takes a lot of breath work and a lot of core work to be able to hold. And you're building strength as you move along in the spine too. But the most important part is what's coming after the stretching, to be able to sit quietly and quiet here.
Well, this is what he's going to teach us.
You know,
and that takes time. And you know, there's days where actually when this all started in March, sitting in meditation, I had days where it was next to impossible.
because I couldn't, like my mind just kept going. And then I was doing supported headstand because if I didn't focus on my breath for a moment, I would fall.
Oh, really?
So because if you just,
wow.
so there were days that I used that to be able to just shut everything up here and be able to just sit with my breath, because I couldn't sit down and just meditate.
So if your mind is very busy, does that stop you from actually being able to control the body? It does? You think so?
I think it does.
It
You know, they say we practice asana, which is the poses, in order to sit down for meditation. You know, like, I know firsthand as well, sitting for meditation is hard. Sitting in one position is hard. And we do all these headstands and we do hip openers, and this is all to sit down and be quiet.
Wow.
So so for my own dosha, I need to be drenched in sweat in order for me to sit down and be quiet.
Wow.
Are you Pitta?
Huh?
I think I'm Pitta Kapha. I didn't do my Ayurvedic consultation yet, but I feel like I have qualities of both. So I know Pitta needs to be calmed down, but I think the Kapha in me needs to also be like sweated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't done, like, I've only started over meditation with him, but when I was a little girl, yes, I did it for a very long time. We would do it from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. in the mornings, sit in one position right through. And then I did a bit of Raj Yoga, which is not this moving around the body and stuff like that, neither.
Ashtanga, 8-limbed.
Huh?
8-limbed. So it's Ashtanga yoga is Raja yoga, which is 8-limbed yoga, which is, you know, basically.
Yeah, but I think every different country has it a little different. The Raj yoga is we just chant Om for 4 hours, just Om, nothing else. We just sit there and then they just only chant Om. And then we have another thing where we sing for 24 hours constantly. The voices doesn't stop. One takes over just before the other one
beautiful.
stops.
I would love to also turn this into a singing. If you want to lead the singing, I think singing really does, you know, wonders.
You know, but
it's beautiful.
That's a long time ago. I've gotten out of that. It's been over 30 years. I haven't done these things. So, and you're bringing me back into it. I've never, without you, I wouldn't even go close it right now.
No. My goal for this.
Yeah, he's bringing me back to the roots that I walked out. Yeah, I kind of left behind for a bit.
My goal for you all, you know, you don't need me. This is available to you whenever you need. My goal is to teach you, like, not to teach, but to
guide.
How do I say?
Guide
in a way. This is something that, you know, everyone knows how to do. You just kind of forget maybe how to do it. So my goal is, you know, that you're not going to need me, that you can do this on your own. But for now, I'll be here for as long as I can. As long as it serves everybody, I'll be here.
You will serve many. I'm sure you will. You did a great job. Okay, you're doing a great job so far.
I do want to keep this moving because I want to be conscious of everybody's time.
A problem.
So we're gonna move right into stretches unless anybody has anything they want to get off their chest. You know, it's an open space as well.
No, I'm ready.
Okay. So we're gonna begin by rolling out the shoulders first. So you're gonna want to roll this up by your neck, back towards the wall, and down the back. Do this. Bringing the shoulders up, back, and down. You know, we sit down for so long in the day, and I'm sure everybody had long days at work, or, you know, taking care of kids, or just, even just sitting at home is tiring. Doing nothing is tiring and mentally exhausting. So it really helps when we start to stretch out, and it helps center us for our pranayama, for our meditation practice. Now go the opposite way. So now from the back, up, and forward.
I'm a little
Starting
stiff
back.
all here.
Yeah,
I'm
me
really
too.
stiff all here. I'm trying. It's
Yep.
like really stiffed out. I don't know.
And don't forget to breathe. Don't force the breathing, but we're here for the breath and nothing more.
Mm-hmm.
So you can inhale on the shoulders up and down. The next thing we're going to do is roll out the neck. So touch
Okay.
your chin ever so slightly towards your sternum
Mm-hmm.
and drop the right over to the left. Feel a stretch to the side, your left side. Right here over to the right shoulder. And then you inhale back to center, tucking the chin. Exhale back over to the left side. This is the side that I'm stiff on. I guess that's mostly on my side sometimes. I get stiff neck. And then go back to the other side. Come back to the center. Back over to the left. And any little movement to incorporate with I welcome you to do. Be careful, safe in these positions. And what we're gonna do is rolling out the wrist. So our wrists
You're
are
freezing.
important to
I
us.
didn't see. You were freezing. I saw your neck like this only. I didn't even know it. That's why you see me say like this. Okay.
It's back in place. We're rolling out the wrist now. So go clockwise and then counterclockwise. Whatever little movement you need to do, just get slow, breathe. You can fall.
Yeah, you're freezing again.
Yeah, it's a little chilly out, so I'm gonna freeze every now and then.
The video is freezing? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll keep going.
All right.
The next thing we're gonna do is get back out. And I want you to keep your hands down by your sides. So right outside your hips, place your hands. And lift the chest towards the ceiling. You don't have to lift the neck all the way up. If you feel comfortable and want an extra stretch, you can lift the neck. But look forward and lift the chest. You inhale here. And then you exhale, round the back, navel to spine. And it's kind of like a seated Halloween cat. Maybe the side angle will be better. And you round the spine, you exhale here, and that is your cat. We're gonna
How to bring the hands in the front?
At the side.
No, when I'm breathing in the frontwards, I bring it in the front.
Moving, but no, just try and keep them by your side. It's okay if they move a little bit, you know.
All right.
And then the next we're gonna do cow again. So
Oh, okay. I see you now. Okay.
Yep, I think the side angle is best for this.
Yeah.
Lifting the chest towards the ceiling. Inhale here.
Mm-hmm.
Exhale, come back to your rounded Halloween cat for your.
Oh, okay.
Cow. Inhale back to your cow, lift the chest. Exhale back to your spooky Halloween cat. Inhale back to center. The next thing we're gonna do, I call it a morning stretch, but this is basically an upward salute. So you interlace your fingers, flip the palm, and raise it towards the ceiling. You know, when you first get out of bed and you're like, oh. You know, if you let out a little sound, it's okay. I don't think anybody's gonna mind. Inhale here. Exhale over to the right hand side. So you kind of make a C shape with your body. Pretend you're trying to touch the corner of the room that you're in. You should feel a beautiful stretch in your side body. Inhale back to center. Exhale back over to the left. Oh, that should feel great. Inhale back to center. Drop the arms. Place the right fingertips right next to you. So it could be on the floor, it could be on the couch, it could be on the side of the chair. Take the left arm and peel it up towards the sky. So we're going to do that same stretch, but with the right hand, fingertips on the ground. Try and create a nice, beautiful straight line from fingertips to the hips. Keep the hips on the ground. Inhale back to center. Drop that left arm. Place the left fingertips now on the ground next to you. Peel the right arm up. Create that beautiful, beautiful line from fingertip to hip, keeping the hips on the ground. Nice big inhale here. Feel the side body stretch open. And exhale here. Inhale back to center. Drop the arms at the side. And we're going to begin to roll out the ankles. So you can keep the feet somewhat on the floor. You can raise the legs if you want. Just roll out the ankles. They can be on the floor a little bit. You don't have to be up in the air like me. I'm just doing the most so you can see. Go one way clockwise and then counterclockwise. It's okay. Air out the feet. I got stinky feet. Go one way, then the other way. It should feel good. The next thing we're going to do, in your seated position, a bent leg toe touch. So please, 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 please keep your knees bent on the floor. And just touch the toes, touch the knees, touch the calves, wherever the hands lie. And inhale and exhale here. You should feel a stretch in the back of the body. So we're trying to open up the lungs to the back. Inhale and exhale here deeply. You should feel the back side of your body opening up as you stretch. You can use your Ujjayi breath here if you'd like. Ujjayi is basically a constriction of the throat. Remember, as I teach on a mirror. Now we're going to do a seated twist. Taking both arms parallel to the ground out in front of you. Taking the right arm, leaving the left arm forward. Take the right arm and open up towards the back. So now you're opening up towards the right side. Look over that right shoulder. And I'm just going to make sure everybody is okay. Yep. Looking over the right shoulder. If that feels good, please do so. I encourage it. It feels wonderful. Yep. And then we'll do the opposite side right after. Just everybody's good where you are. Everybody looks perfect. And you. And twists are amazing during Pitta season. Twists help detoxify the body, and they're so cooling. Inhale that right arm back to center. Keeping the right arm forward now. Open up to the left-hand side. Try and point the left fingertips towards the back, looking over that left shoulder. Right arm forward, left arm opens to the back, look over the left shoulder. Inhale deeply here. Exhale. Yeah, it's kind of like you're kind of skateboarding or surfboarding here. Inhale that left arm back to center. Drop the arms. So now you can go for that bent leg toe touch again. You could drop the arms. You can go for that bent leg toe touch again. Or if you're feeling spicy today, straighten those legs and touch. Make sure there's a little bend in the knees, you know. Keep everything safe. So tiny bend in the knees. Touch the toes, touch the calves, wherever the hands land. Inhale and exhale here. Inhale back up. And we're going to do what I call a high knee. So keeping the left leg on the ground, left sole of the foot on the ground. If you have knee problems, I'll give you a different option. So my knee problem people, just hold on for a second. Those don't have any problem with the knees. You're going to take the right leg over to the left leg. And you just hug that into the center. If you do have knee problems, just lift it ever so slightly. You don't have to put it over the knee. So just hug that into the center. And that opens up this whole IT band. You know, I always talk about how everything is connected in the body. You know, if you have problems with the hips, you're going to have problems with the knees. You're going to have problems with the ankles. It's all one piece. So it's important to show love, you know, to even the smallest of muscles. While we're here, you're going to take the left arm and hook it over the right knee. So now we're kind of in this little pretzel. You're going to have the right knee over the left knee. Left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee. Take the right arm, peel it up and back. So you should place it right behind your seat. And we're going to twist open to the right-hand side for our seated twist. You know, I talked about how twists are so important now, especially after a forward fold. And open up to the back of the room, looking over that right shoulder. So legs in that pretzel position, right over the left elbow hooks over the right knee, right hand right behind your seat, open up to the back. And if this is uncomfortable, you can always drop that knee and just hook over. But anyone that wants a deeper stretch, I recommend hooking the knee over. Inhale, pull the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Exhale, go a little deeper into your twist. Looking over that right shoulder. Try and look towards the back of the room. If you need help, just wave me down. Inhale back to center, come out of your twist, and we're going to counter twist here. So open up slightly to the left. Now take that right knee, put it back on the floor. Left leg now, or the opposite leg. If you're following me on the camera, I look backwards. Left leg over the right leg. Hug it in. My knee problem people, just hug it in slightly. Anyone who wants more, right over. Safety, we're staying safe while we do this. You know, there should never be any pain in yoga. You feel pain, you stop, please. Just hug it in, you know, give yourself a little hug. Sometimes that's all we need. And this is really, you know, this light stretch before our pranayama, this helps us to sit down. You know, I know we all had a long day today. Now we're going to twist for our seated twist. That right elbow over the left knee, left arm comes to the seat. So I'll do it sideways so you can see. Left leg over the right arm hook, left arm directly behind our seat in a tripod position, or, you know, if you're feeling flexible, palm on the ground. And open up to the left side, to the back of the room. You inhale, grow tall, grow the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Exhale, twist a little deeper to the back of the room. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist a little deeper to the back of the room. Inhale, come back out of your twist and counter twist to the right. So it's important we counter twist after twisting one way. So, you know, we're just in the same position, left knee over the right, and you twist to the opposite side. So we were twisting left before, now just twist to the right. It's just a small counter twist, you know. Keep everything.
I think I was doing it the wrong way just now.
No, I was watching you. You seem like you're doing a great job. Okay, and the last one is going to be our butterfly, which is butterfly. Taking the soles of the feet together, hang out here. Nice restorative pose. It's kind of like how we sit for meditation, but keeping the soles of the feet together. You can get a nice little flutter in. If you're feeling like a beautiful butterfly. Now watch my back. With the straight, flat back, not hunching. Flat, beautiful back. Fold at the hips. You might not go very far. You know, I've been practicing pretty consistently. This is about as far as I'll still go. So yeah, you keep the back flat. Yeah, I'm watching, don't worry. Keeping the back flat, fold at the hips. Don't hunch yet, we will. Breathe into the hips, breathe into that tension. You know, I know we all have tension there. Unfortunately, we do hold a lot of tension in our hips. That's what contributes to a lot of the lower back pain. You know, sitting in chairs for so long, and these chairs aren't even comfortable. I was just talking about that the other day. I'm sitting in a chair. I'm like, this doesn't even feel right. Like, why don't they make comfy chairs?
I know.
So now fold over a little bit more. You can hunch. You can smell your feet if you'd like. Inhale and exhale here into the hip crease. Inhale, come out. And whatever quick little stretch you need to do, yogi's choice. It could be another good morning. It could be another twist. Either way, just please be mindful. Be mindful of your own body. You know, we're not pushing each other to the extent. This isn't a competition. Just whatever you need right now. Maybe it's another shoulder roll. Yeah. All right, we're going to begin our pranayama practice now. I recommend sitting in a meditation position, but you can always sit in a chair. You can sit on the bed. You can sit on the floor. Just, I ask that you do not lay down yet, because this stuff is so powerful. You'll fall asleep. Okay, so come into your nice, beautiful meditation posture. You can cross the legs one over the other for your easy seat. Come to a nice flat back. Pull the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Keeping the back straight. You can be propped up against a chair. You can be on a couch. And close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And gently begin to breathe in and out through the nose. Noticing the breath, tip of the nose. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. I invite you to give a color to your breath. You know, whatever you're feeling or whatever your favorite color is. It could be all the colors, it could be no colors. And just watch the breath as it comes in and out. Focusing on the breath. Watch as the breath comes in cool through the nostrils, travels down the back of the throat into the back of the spine, the base of the spine, expanding the belly. As you exhale, travels back up along the spine, out through the nose. And you might feel a new sensation. I mean, the air might be warm. Inhaling cool air. Fill the belly. Exhale. Let it all out. I invite you to place the palms of your hand on your belly to feel the air fill the stomach. So on the inhale, the belly rises. And on the exhale, the navel connects back to the spine and the belly falls. Inhaling, rise the belly. Exhale, navel to spine. Keeping the eyes closed, focus on the breath. Focus on the color you gave it. The color could change. Just concentrate on the breath. If the mind begins to wander, observe the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. We'll begin our pranayama practice with a two-part breathing. So inhale and exhale normally one more time. On the next inhale, fill the belly up with air. And when the belly is full, draw in a little more breath and let that air expand into the rib cage, causing the ribs to widen. So you inhale a little bit more. On the exhale, let the air go from the rib cage first, letting the ribs slide closer together, and then from the belly, drawing the navel back towards the spine. Repeat this deep breathing into the belly and rib cage for about 5 breaths. This is part 2. So inhale, fill the belly. Try to get a little bit more air into the ribs. Exhale, ribs first, belly second. Do this for 4 more times. Inhaling, filling the belly. Fill in as much air as you can. Taking a little bit more air into the rib cage. Exhale, out to the ribs, out to the belly. Try and breathe through our nose. Keeping the mouth closed. Inhale, fill the belly. Inhale a little bit more. Inhale, fill the ribs. Exhale from the ribs, from the belly. 2 more times in your own. We'll do part 3 in a second. Inhale and fill in the belly. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Inhale till you can't inhale anymore, and then you take in a little bit more to the ribs. Exhale, let it throw through the ribs. Let the belly go. Last one. Inhale and fill the belly. Fill the belly up. Best one so far. Inhale all the way. A little bit more, fill the ribs. Exhale, let go of the ribs. Let go of the belly. Now we're going to do 3-part breath. If you can't do 3-part, it's okay where you are. So you're going to inhale, fill the belly. You feel the ribs, and then you feel the chest. And then you let go. Chest, ribs, belly. Got it? Good. Nice, big, beautiful inhale to the belly. Feel the belly. Feel the ribs now. Breathe in a little bit more. Feeling the ribs expand. Breathe into the chest a little bit more. Exhale, release the chest. Release the ribs. Release the belly. Is everybody okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're all good? Okay, we're going to do 3-part again. Inhale, big, beautiful breath into the belly. Inhale, fill the ribs with a little bit more. A little bit more. Fill the chest now. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Let it go through the nose. Chest, ribs, belly. We're going to do 2 more just like that. So inhale, fill the belly. Inhale a little bit more. Inhale, fill the ribs. Inhale, fill the ribs. Inhale, fill the chest. Exhale, let it all go. Chest, ribs, belly. Now on our last 3-part breath, on the exhale, let it out through the mouth. Side out, make a sound whenever you do to release it. So we're going to inhale normally through the nose. Just a little bit more, a little bit more. Side out to the mouth. Good. Let it out.
Oh, that's really good though. I felt like, wow, something like just push, like all my, whatever it was like it just relaxed the whole body in an instant. That was good. That was a nice one. I can't hear you. Hello? I can't hear you.
I was pausing for dramatic. I was pausing for dramatic.
Okay.
Now we're going to do quickly an alternate nostril breath.
Okay.
A little bit more, and then we're going to go into our meditation.
This
If you
one?
haven't done alternate nostril breath, I encourage you. Yep.
Okay.
You know exactly. palm up in your lap. The most important thing here is to begin and end on the left nostril. Your Ida, your lunar tube. I encourage you to watch first, and then we'll all do it together. Taking your right hand, pointer finger, and middle finger down. So now you have 3 fingers up in the air. Show me your 3 fingers, pointer, ring finger, thumb. We're closing one nostril at a time and inhaling and exhaling through the respective nostrils. Taking the right thumb, cover the right nostril. Don't put it in your nose, on the outside of the nose. Inhale through the left nostril. Covering both nostrils now. Release the right nostril. Exhale. Inhaling through the right nostril. Closing off both nostrils. Opening the left nostril and exhaling to the left. That's one round. How we started on the left and ended on the left is the most important thing. We don't want to leave here more agitated than we came in. 3 fingers now. We're all going to do it together. Cover the right nostril. Inhale to the left. For 1, for 2, for 3. Cover both nostrils now. Pause. Open the right nostril. Exhale to the right nostril. Inhaling through the right nostril. For 1, for 2, for 3. Cover both nostrils. Release the left. Exhale out the left nostril. And try and keep your inhales and exhales the same length. Inhale to the left nostril. Cover both nostrils. Release the right. Exhale to the right nostril. Inhale to the right. Cover both nostrils. Release the left. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the left. Cover both nostrils. Release the right. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the right. Cover both nostrils. Release the left. Exhale to the left. Last one. Make your best one. Inhale to the left nostril. Cover both nostrils. Release the right. Exhale to the right nostril. Inhale to the right. Cover both nostrils. Now we're going to come into a meditation. I encourage you to set your own timer. We're going to do it for 15 minutes today. 2. Come into your nice, beautiful posture. Shoulders down and back. Pull the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Keeping the palms of your hands on your knees. Come to that beautiful straight posture. You know when someone tells you you're slouching? Shoulders back and down. Crown of the head towards the ceiling. Close the eyes. And begin to breathe here. I'll set a timer. Set your own timer. If you need to go, you're more than welcome. Close the eyes. Don't think about work. Don't think about school. Don't think about what you're going to eat for later. Drop down into your meditation. Just remember, keep those shoulders down and back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to the base of the spine. Exhale to the crown of the head. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Our mantra for tonight will be so hum, as above, so below. When I say so, you say hum, exhale to the crown of the head. And watch the breath. I invite you to come back to that color I gave you. Inhaling to the base of the spine. Exhaling to the crown of the head. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum to the crown of the head. Inhale, so. Exhale, hum to the crown of the head. Try not to think of anything. Come back to the breath. Come back to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, so. Relax here. Breathe into any tension that you feel. If the mind begins to wander, slowly come back to your breath. Inhale and exhale. As above, so below. Inhale to the base of the spine. Exhale to the crown of the head. It's okay to fidget. We try and sit still, but we're human. Inhale to the base of the spine. Exhale to the crown of the head. Come back to your breath. Come back to your practice. Inhaling and exhaling. Keeping those shoulders away from your ears. Feel the body melt. Begin to sink into the ground. Inhaling to the base of the spine. Exhaling to the crown of the head. The breath is like the wind. It comes and it goes. Inhaling to the base of the spine. Exhaling to the crown of the head. Or you can count back from 100. If you find that your mind is running all over the place, count back from 100. Inhale. And exhale. 100. Inhale. And exhale. 99. Inhale and exhale. 98. Inhale and exhale. 97. Inhale and exhale. 96. Inhale and exhale. 95. I encourage you to do the rest on your own. If you lose your place, simply start back at 100. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful flat back. Crown of the head towards the ceiling. You in. Still the mind. Still the body. And observe the breath. Do not analyze your thoughts. Watch the breath. Watch the color. Flow in and out. Mind begins to wander. Simply come back to your breath. As above, so below. Inhale to the base of the spine. Exhale to the crown of the head. to travel inward. And breathe out. Keeping the eyes closed, begin to take in your surroundings. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Take the palms of your hands together. Bring them up to your third eye, between your eyebrows. Inhaling peace, love, and compassion. Bringing your hands to your lips. You speak kind words. Hands over the heart center. Remembering to love tremendously. We're going to chant Om once. Inhale. And exhale. Going down. Namaste. Recognizing the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you so very much for joining me today. It was an honor to guide you through your